Hi, children. I hope you all are doing well. I think you all are excited to know what we will be learning in this video. Okay, let's get into the video. We will be learning about chemical reactions and equations. We will be learning what are physical and chemical changes, the difference between physical and chemical change, what are chemical reactions, the basic concepts of chemical reactions, which include what are reactants and products, factors affecting the rate of chemical reaction, signs of chemical reactions, and what are exothermic and endothermic reactions. What are physical changes? The changes occurring in the physical properties of matter, which is size, shape, color, state, are called as physical changes. Here, the identity of the substance does not change and no new substances are formed. Only thing changes are occurred in physical properties but not in their identity. Example for physical changes are melting of ice, tearing up a piece of paper, salt dissolving in water. Here, the physical properties of matter, which is size, shape, are changed, but the identity remains the same. What are chemical changes? The change in which the molecular composition is completely altered and a new product is formed is called a chemical change. Chemical changes always create a new product. So, the examples for chemical changes are burning of wood or paper, milk turning into curd, cooking an egg. Here, when we say chemical changes, it is with respect to a substance completely turning out into a new product. So, when we burn wood or paper, it completely burns into ashes. Milk turning into curds. So when mom keeps milk overnight and it gets activated, it becomes curd. Cooking an egg. So a normal egg, when we put on to the pan and when we cook it, it becomes an omelette. So a new products are created in chemical changes. Let's know the difference between physical and chemical changes. In physical change, only physical properties such as color, size, shape are changing, but chemical properties remain unchanged. Whereas in chemical change, the chemical composition and chemical properties undergo a change. Second, no new substance is formed in physical change, whereas in chemical change, a new substance is formed. Third, very little or no energy in the form of heat, light, or sound is usually absorbed or given out in a physical change, whereas in chemical change, always it is accompanied by absorption or evolution of energy. Fourth, a physical change is a temporary change, and chemical change is a permanent change. Fifth, the original form of substance can be regained by simple physical methods, but whereas in chemical change, it cannot be done. In most of the cases, physical changes are reversible and chemical changes are irreversible. Whenever a chemical change occurs, we say a chemical reaction has taken place. Chemical reactions are all around us, from the metabolism of food in our body to how the light we get from the sun is the results of chemical reactions. The food what we eat gets digested by a number of chemical reaction taking place in our body, and it gives us nutrients and vitamins. Let us understand what is the definition of chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is a process that leads to the transformation of one set of chemical substances to another. Chemical reactions result in chemical changes. With this picture below, the wood is cut, that is a physical change. But when a wood is burnt by lighting fire to it, it turns into ashes. So here it is a chemical reaction which is taking place. The wood is completely turning into ashes when there is a chemical reaction. The simple example for chemical reaction is when hydrogen and oxygen combines and forms a new product which is water. Two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen gives two molecules of water. Basic concepts of chemical reactions. A chemical reaction is a process that occurs when two or more molecules interact to form a new product. As we see in the picture, the hydrogen and oxygen they interact to produce new compounds, which is a product. Here it is water. Compounds that interact to produce new compounds are called reactants, whereas the newly formed compounds are called products. Chemical reactions play an integral role in different industries, customs, and even in our daily life. For example, rusting of iron, pottery, fermentation of wine, so on, are all chemical reactions which take place in our day to day life. In the example shown, the bonds between the hydrogen atoms and the bonds between the oxygen atoms are broken, and new bonds are formed between two atoms of hydrogen and an atom of. What are reactants and products? Reactants are substances that start a chemical reaction, and products are substances that are produced in the chemical reaction. For example, when a candle burns, the reactants are fuel, that is, the candle wick, wax, and oxygen, that is, in the air. The products we get are carbon dioxide and water vapor when the candle burns. The reactants are the substances which are very important for a chemical reaction, which acts as a starter, and the products are substances that are produced in a chemical reaction. The rate of chemical reaction depends on a number of factors that affect the number of effective collisions between particles, like nature of reactants, concentration, surface area, pressure, temperature, presence of a catalyst. These are the factors that affect the rate of a chemical reaction. We can say a chemical reaction has taken place when any or all of the following occur: a change in temperature, light released, production of a gas, formation of a precipitate, or a color change. What are exothermic reactions? Exo means outside, thermic means heat. When a chemical reaction occurs, bonds are broken and new bonds are formed. There is a difference in energy during the breaking and making of bonds. The energy is given out to the surroundings. If the energy required to break the bonds is higher than the energy required to make the bonds, then these reactions are called as exothermic reactions. Now, when we look at the picture, burning of coal, carbon plus oxygen gets combined and it gives carbon dioxide plus heat is released to the atmosphere. So when reaction in which heat is given out along with the product are called exothermic reaction. Next, what are endothermic reactions? Endo means within or inside, thermic means heat. Heat energy is absorbed from the surroundings. The temperature of the immediate surroundings become less. Example, photosynthesis and melting of ice. During the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide plus water plus heat and light from the sun gives glucose plus oxygen. We know that when a chemical reaction occurs, bonds are broken and new bonds are formed. There is a difference in energy during the breaking and making of bonds. In endothermic reactions, the energy is absorbed from the environment because the energy needed to break the bonds in the reactants is lower than the energy required to make the bonds in the products. So, the surroundings become cooler. Now let's watch a video on chemical reaction. I hope you will understand the concepts even more better.
Let me give you a few situations, and you need to tell me if the change that has occurred is physical or chemical. A paper is torn, a paper is burnt, water is converted to ice, we respire. Which among these are physical changes and which ones are chemical changes? To differentiate, we first need to know what physical and chemical changes mean. A physical change is a process in which the substance experiences change in its physical properties like shape, size, appearance, or state. There's no change in the internal structure or molecular composition. A chemical change, on the other hand, results in the formation of new substances entirely. The atoms of one or more substances are rearranged or combined to form a new substance. Now let's get back to our examples. First, a paper is torn. Is it a physical change or a chemical change? Are we getting a new substance entirely? Are the chemical properties changing? Not at all. The paper is just torn into two pieces. Paper is still paper and nothing else. Hence, it's a physical change. What about paper being burnt? Here, paper is converted to ash and smoke. New substances entirely. Hence, this is a chemical change. What about water being converted to ice? Here, only the state of the matter is changing, which is a physical property. Ice can be converted back to water too with a little bit of heating. Hence, it's a physical change. The last one is interesting. What happens when we respire? We utilize the oxygen we inhale, and after the respiration process, carbon dioxide is exhaled. Clearly, a new substance is formed. It's a chemical change. Whenever a chemical change occurs, we say there's a chemical reaction. And this is what we will study in detail. What do we actually mean by it? How do we know that a reaction has taken place? All this and much more in the coming lessons.
Let us go through a quick recap on the concepts learned. What are physical and chemical change? What are chemical reactions? What are exothermic and endothermic reactions? The changes occurring in the physical properties of matter, that could be in size, shape, or state, are called as physical changes, and no new substances are formed. The change in which the molecular composition is completely altered and a new product is formed is called a chemical change. A chemical reaction is a process that leads to the transformation of one set of chemical substances to another. Exothermic, the energy is released into the atmosphere. An endothermic reaction is the energy is absorbed from the environment. Okay, children, I hope you all understood the concepts in today's video. If you have any doubt, please let us know. See you soon in the next video. Bye.